Hey everybody, it's Joey with Booney's Garage West, I suppose. Today I'm going to be doing a project that I've been putting off for a long time. So let me show you this. So what we have here is my Jeep. It's a 97 TJ, and I've been working on it for a couple years, kind of getting it where it is. Nothing too special. It's about 160,000 miles. One of the original 4-liter straight sixes. Got it lifted about 4 inches, spring lift, and another about inch and a quarter, I think, body lift. Nothing crazy. My goal with this Jeep was to make it a capable off-roader, but at the same time still be a good daily driver. So all my mods are along that way on it. Like I said, I've got the lift that I talked about. I've swapped in a pair of Dana 44s front and rear out of a 2006 Rubicon. Air lockers front and rear. Got a sway lock on it, which is a dual rate sway bar, so you don't have to disconnect sway bar links when you go off-road. You just flip a switch and you get a much softer anti-sway bar rate. Heavy duty Curry, steering. Let's see, some armor, and then some double adjustable Savvy short arms, Johnny joints. So nothing too crazy, but it's a fun little Jeep, and it's kind of my daily driver as well as my off-road toy. But the thing that I'm working on today that I've been meaning to do for several years, basically since I bought this thing, is I have the hardtop here. Now, somewhere along the way before I bought this Jeep, somebody painted it in poorly. You can see they just kind of blocked around the windows here and kind of did a really bad job. And apparently they did it while it was still on the Jeep because they didn't touch the top. It's all sun faded out in the center and only halfway okay on the sides. It's kind of a crappy paint job. So what I'm going to be doing today is cleaning it up real good and doing some prep work, washing it, and then we're going to be masking it and rattle canning it. So, well, I guess here we go. I'm going to go ahead and get it set up on a set of, I don't know, I'll probably put it on like sawhorses or something, and I'll bring you back whenever I get started. All right, so I got this hardtop up on a sawhorse in the front and some jack stands in the back. Got to do what you got to do whenever you're a redneck trying to get something done. Anyway, bucket full of soapy water, so I'm going to start washing this thing, try to get all that bird poop off and just clean it up some and show you what it looks like in a few minutes when I'm done. Alright, so remember, whenever you're washing this thing down, part of the key is to just make sure you're cleaning everything really good. And, part of the prepping work is going to be scuffing it up with Scotch-Brite pads. Now, obviously, this isn't what I'm going to use. I'm just using this to clean it with. After we clean it, wax and degrease it and let it dry, we'll do a little more scuffing with some Scotch-Brite pads. But before we can get there, prep work's key to having a good paint job, even if it is a rattle can. And I know it's not going to be perfect because my rattle can skills ain't perfect, but it's going to look a heck of a lot better than it does now. So just remember, don't skip the prep work parts. That's what's most important to getting a good final end result. All right, so here's the top after it's been washed. Now, obviously this is the first wash, and like I said, we're gonna wax and degrease it, And then we're gonna do some prep work for scuffing with some Scotch-Brite. But you can tell it already looks a heck of a lot better. The water kind of helps it blend a little better, not perfect, but once it dries, it'll look just as bad as it did before, but at least it'll be clean. So anyway, I'll bring you back whenever we're at the next step. So yesterday I kind of ran out of time to finish working on this. So I went ahead and took the evening off, finished up what I had to do around the house, and now it's time to get ready to Scotch-Brite it, and then wax and degrease it, and then we'll start masking, getting ready for paint. It's gonna be fun. So what I have with me today is just some green Scotch-Brite pads. I got a couple more here in the bag. I got some cleaner and degreaser and some shop towels. So we're gonna get started. Once I get the Scotch-Brite done, and I'll bring you back on board to show you the waxing and degreasing. All right, so I was trying to figure out the best way to tackle this, like scrubbing the top and at the same time degreasing things, and trying to figure out an order of operations basically for how I want to do this. And what I've come to is just spraying down my Scotch-Brite pad with some waxer and degreaser, and then just scrub it in nice and good. I'm kind of doing this in stages, so I'm trying to get the hard top across, or I'm trying to get the top across done, and then I'll do the sides and back. But I'm just going along and trying to get this all scrubbed in. This degreaser, I'm using it basically as a lubricator for my pad, and getting everything nice and scuffed up. And once I'm done with it, I'm taking a shop rag and following behind, wiping all the degreaser off. And man, it is really taking a bunch of crap off the top of this thing. I mean, look at that rag. So anyway, I'll finish this up and come back to you, see where we're at. All right, everyone, now that we've degreased the top and scuffed it, we're going to do one more wipe down with some clean water just to get everything off. We'll dry it a little bit with some shop towels, and then probably just give it about a half hour to finish drying. It's a bright sunny day out here with some nice wind. Here in New Mexico, you know, there's almost no humidity, so it shouldn't take long to dry. So we'll go ahead and got my water bucket, so we'll go ahead and get this washed down, and I'll show you when it's done. So I went ahead and got it all rinsed off. It's mostly dry. I'm going to go ahead and start masking. It's probably going to take me a little while to get everything masked, so we're going to go ahead and do this you know, while it finishes the last little bit of drying. For the most part, it's good, but can't hurt for it to air off a little more. Then once we get done masked, we'll look at our paint selection and see what we have in the shed and figure out what we're going to use to spray paint this thing. All right, it looks like today what we're going to be using is Duplicolor High Performance Wheel Coating. Hoping that works. It's what I have on hand. I got a bunch of cans of it, so it's black, kind of what I'm going for. I went ahead and got everything masked off. It's all dry now. Got the back masked, both windows. This one was kind of a piece job, but I think it's going to work just fine. We'll start spraying, and I'll come back and show you how it looks like after I spray some of it. I'll probably spray about half of it and then come show you what it looks like old against new. So I've sprayed to the second rain gutter on that side of the roof, and you can see, man, it goes on nice and clean and smooth. It's a big improvement over what I had. So that's just one coat. I'm looking at doing probably 3 coats on this thing. Looking so good that I'm honestly considering doing the fenders on my Jeep, because I mean, look at that. Oof. So we'll see how it goes, but if it goes on the rest of the process as smoothly as this half's going on, or this part's going on, then I'll probably be doing my fenders as well. As you can see, it painted up pretty nice. I mean, you know, it's a rattle can job. It's not perfect. Like, if you look real close, you can see that it's a little bit heavier along this channel than it is next to it. So maybe I'll take a can and just touch it up a little bit there. But overall, it's a drastic improvement over what I had on here yesterday. So, as you can see, with just a little know-how and effort, it's pretty easy to fix up things on your own vehicle. So at any rate, guys, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and we appreciate you. All right now, hey guys, how's it going? So as I wrapped up the last video, I was just kind of, you know, like I mentioned, kind of thinking about going ahead and doing my fender flares, because the top turned out so nice. Ooh, is a LJ just drove by. You know, of course, anytime a Jeep drives by, I'm kind of like, what, squirrel? But anyway, the hardtop turned out so nice after I painted it that I figured, heck man, I might as well just go ahead and do my fenders too. So I masked everything off and sprayed them, and man, look at this. Ooh, buddy, that looks good. Anyway, yeah, let's get another shot. Oh, yeah. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, it looks really good. So anyway, I just wanted to give y'all a quick update that, yeah, I went ahead and did the fenders too, and man, it really came out. So, as I was saying again, thank you for stopping by. Thanks for watching. And man, y'all have a good day.